Hello everyone! I'm really excited about today's video. I say that in a lot of my videos, but today I'm really excited because I'm going to be making something that I've been waiting to make for a long time. I mentioned it in an earlier video. I gotta hurry a little bit because they're calling for epic amounts of rain later today and tomorrow. So although it's sunny right now, and I'm kind of washed out in this light, I've got to hurry up because it's gonna rain. So yes, these are perfect. They're nicely opened. They're not spent. These are the ones I'm gonna get. So I've got my basket here. I'm gonna take these inside. I'm gonna get myself a coffee and some breakfast, and then we'll get going with the rest of it. For this recipe, you can use any color of lilacs. I wanted to use purple ones because they make a really pretty jelly, but I do have some white lilacs here. They're just starting to open. I could use those, but they don't turn out as pink. They don't turn out pink at all. They turn out more of a beige, grayish, greenish color. I don't know exactly. So I wanted a pretty pink jelly. So we're going to make purple lilacs. So whatever you have, you can make them. They taste all the same, it's just the color I'm going for. It's the chemical reaction with the lemon juice that causes it to turn pink.
Lilac jelly. Me and Peter's just picking off all the flowers. It's kind of hard for him to pick off the, flower.
My daughter just asked how much water. I'd like to have enough to make a double batch, which would be 8 cups. Then I'm going to let this sit. This is a tea. I'm going to brew it for close to 8 hours. I let the lilac tea steep all day. The kids have gone to bed, so I'm gonna finish up my jelly now. I've got 4 cups of the tea in each of these. I've got some lemon juice here. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of this to each pot. Oh my goodness. In my big pressure canner here, I have jars already sterilized. Now I'm going to bring them to a boil. One burner is usually a little bit quicker than the other, so I have a bit of time here. I'm going to bring these to a boil, and then I'm going to add the pectin. Now I've read this is the lemon juice is what turns the jelly pink. I'm not seeing an overly pink color in the front one. That's because it's a really wide pot. And the back one looks more pink than the front one. We'll see what happens. Just about boiling here. So I've got my pectin. You need a 2-ounce bag of pectin for each of the pots. And I'm gonna make sure that this all dissolves, and I'm gonna bring it back to a boil. I don't always can like this, that I have 2 pots going at the same time, because usually I don't have enough hands, but it's night and I want to go to bed soon, so. And one on the back is already boiling. So we're going to add half of the sugar, approximately. So it takes 4 cups of sugar. Turn that down a little bit. And we're just going to let this dissolve, and then we'll add the rest of the sugar. If you've seen any of my other canning videos, you know that I like to measure everything up and have it ready to go just off to the side, because once it starts boiling, you need to be ready for it. And this is why I don't usually do 2 at once. I've been canning up everything I can find and everything that's frugal or cheap these days. I just learned today that you can make jelly out of honeysuckle, and we happen to have quite a bit of honeysuckle on the property, so I might be canning honeysuckle. So I don't know. This year I've been canning all the things I can find around the property. We're trying to store up as much food as possible. And at this time of the year, there isn't a lot coming out of the garden, if anything. I mean, I could dehydrate some onion tops and stuff like that, but other than that, we're in Canada, Zone 3B, so we're a bit behind everybody else. garden's just starting to sprout, and it's been pouring rain half the day, so it's a good time to make jams and jellies and get lots of stuff done before all the stuff in the garden's ready to go. In case you're new here, we are a large family. We're gluten-free homesteaders. Pot on the back burner is boiling, and when it starts boiling, you put the timer on for 2 minutes. I was told this is supposed to be pink. It doesn't look very pink to me. We're gonna fill these up to 1/4 inch from the top. I'm a little disappointed. I'd be curious to hear from you. Have you made lilac jelly before? What color was it for you? Is it this golden yellow color, or was it pink? I know some people put blueberries in theirs to give it more of a coloring to it, but I thought that might be cheating. So it's important before you put your lids on to wipe all the rims, and then check to make sure that there are no dings or cracks, because you wouldn't want your jar to explode in the canner. I've had that happen once or twice, but it was usually at the bottom. There was somehow a crack, and then it's devastating. And a big mess to clean up too. So I've got all these ones here. And I'm going to process these ones for 12 minutes. And you can adjust it for your altitude. You only need 1 inch over the jars. I have some more jars that I have to process with these. I made another couple batches of my apple rhubarb jam, so I'm gonna put those on top of these and then process them all together. And if you wanna know how to make the apple rhubarb jam, check out my last video. I made 3 different rhubarb canning recipes all in one day. I love my Presto pressure canner. I can double stack my jars and get a lot more canned all at once. I made 2 batches of the apple rhubarb jam right before I started the lilac jelly. And so they can all boil all together. When that's all done, I'll just take them out and then I'll cool them off, and then tomorrow wipe them up, label them, and get them in my pantry. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video making some lilac jelly, and I have lots of canning videos, so if you're into canning, I've got coleslaw, I've got lots of jams and jellies and all those kinds of things, so I'd love for you to check out one of those videos afterwards and let me know what you think. Have you made lilac jelly? Is it something that you're thinking of trying maybe next year, because your lilacs are probably already gone, because we're really far behind here. Anyway, I'm really glad that you stopped by today, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.